Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to take up additional reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports for referral to the appropriate committee.
Additional reference of business resolutions. House Resolution 1382 commending and congratulating the University of San Agustin College of Law Moot Court team for emerging as world champion in the 2026 international rounds of the Monroe E. Price Media Law Moot Court competition held at the University of Oxford, United Kingdom by Representative Lacson.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Resolution 1383 congratulating and commending Legit Status Varsity for their historic victory as the first Filipino dance crew to win the Under-18 Advanced Division at the 2026 Udo World Street Dance Championship held last August 12 to 16, 2026 at Winter Gardens in Blackpool, United Kingdom by Representative Almario Chino Miguel.
To the Special Committee on Creative Industries.
House Resolution 1384 calling for an investigation by the Committee on Public Works and Highways into the status of the maintenance, road right-of-way acquisition bottlenecks, and structural vulnerabilities of the Surigao-Davao Coastal Road, with the end in view of ensuring the safety, resilience, and uninterrupted economic upkeep of Mindanao's main coastal corridor by Representative Ceniza.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1385 commending the Department of Finance and the Permanent Mission of the Republic of the Philippines to the United Nations in New York for their active participation and their excellent interventions during the fifth session of the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee of the Intergovernmental Negotiations for a United Nations Framework Convention on International Tax Cooperation at the UN headquarters in New York from August 3 to 13, 2026 by Representative Sandanya, Diokno Ismula, and Bagao.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Resolution 1386, urging the Joint Congressional Oversight Committee on Ecological Solid Waste Management to conduct a comprehensive implementation and modernization review of RA 9003 as amended by Representatives Cruz Agatha, Daza, Galang, Hernandez, Cherise Ann, Lacson, Oreta, and Roman.
To the Committee on Ecology.
House Resolution 1387, directing the House Committees on Basic Education and Culture, Public Order and Safety, Information and Communications Technology, and other appropriate committees to conduct an inquiry into the escalating incidents of school-related violence affecting Filipino learners and to formulate a comprehensive child rights-based framework ensuring learners' right to safe physical and digital spaces and to information free from online grooming, radicalization, and exploitation by Representative De Lima.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1388, congratulating the winners of the 2026 Gawad sa Pinakatanging Kooperatiba Gawad Pitak Awards of the Land Bank of the Philippines by Representative Espares.
To the Committee on Cooperatives Development.
House Resolution 1389, congratulating and commending Camilla Adriana Guerrero del Mundo for winning the girls' STEM title at the 2026 U.S. Kids Golf World Championship held in Pinehurst, North Carolina, United States, from July 30 to August 1, 2026 by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1390, congratulating Jeric Icon Castro and Albert Ayan de los Santos for their outstanding performance and gold medal victory at the 2026 Asian Youth and Junior Weightlifting Championships held from August 7 to 14, 2026 in Tashkent, Uzbekistan by Representative D. Faustino Michael Carlos.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 1391, commending Attorney Nicole Ann T. Ponce for her contribution to international climate justice advocacy and expressing the sense of the House of Representatives in support of the continued operationalization of the advisory opinion of the International Court of Justice of 23 July 2025 on the obligations of states in respect of climate change, consistent with the United Nations General Assembly Resolution A-RES 80-263 adopted on 20 May 2026 by Representative Veloso.
To the Committee on Climate Change.
House Resolution 1392, directing the House Committee on Energy to conduct an inquiry to the conditional joint venture agreement entered into by South Cotabato 2 Electric Cooperative Inc. and Ignite Power and Energy Corporation, with the end in view of determining compliance with existing laws, rules, and regulations, ensuring transparency, accountability, and the prudent stewardship of cooperative assets, protecting the rights and economic interests of the government and the member consumer owners, and strengthening the governance and regulation of joint venture arrangements involving electric cooperatives by Representative Banyas Nograles.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1393, commending and congratulating speed cubing athlete Juan Miguel Uno Y. Magallanes for winning in the Malaysian National Speed Cubing Open 2026 held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia by Representative Zamora Isabel Maria.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports and Development.
House Resolution 1394, resolution commending the honorable members of the House of Representatives who achieved perfect attendance in plenary sessions during the first regular session of the 20th Congress by Representatives D. Faustino, Marcos, Libanan, and Abalos.
The Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 1395, commending and congratulating Ashley Cassandra Rasos, a grade 11 student of Sarat National High School, for her outstanding achievement as world champion in the senior secondary category of the Hong Kong International Mathematical Olympiad 2026 by Representative Marcos.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
Communication, letter dated August 4, 2026 of the Office of the President, Acting Executive Secretary Malacanang, transmitting two original copies of RA 12322, which lapsed into law, titled An Act Allowing the DepEd the Flexibility to Determine the Pedagogical Approaches to be Implemented in the Basic Education Curriculum, amending for the purpose Section 5 of Republic Act Number 10533, or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013.
To the Archives.
Committee Report 590, submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill 10946.
The Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move to consider House Bill number 10750 as contained in Committee Report number 580, submitted by the Committee on Agrarian Reform, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of said bill.
House Bill 10750, an act providing for the condonation and write-off of unpaid interests, penalties, and surcharges, and the restructuring of loans secured by farmers, fisherfolk, agrarian reform beneficiaries, and their cooperatives, organizations, and associations from the Department of Agrarian Reform, the Department of Agriculture, Agricultural Credit Policy Council, the People's Credit and Finance Corporation, the Cooperative Development Authority, the National Food Authority, and the Kedan and Rural Credit Guarantee Corporation.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to suspend session.
Session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate and that the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Agrarian Reform, the Honorable Representative Felimon Espares, be recognized to begin sponsorship of the measure.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of sponsorship and debate is now open, and the chair now recognizes the Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Agrarian Reform, Representative Filimon Espares, for his sponsorship speech.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I rise today to seek the support of this honorable chamber for the substitute House Bill number 1070, a measure that gives our farmers, fisherfolks, agrarian reform beneficiaries, and their cooperatives, organizations, and associations a fair chance to recover from burdensome agricultural debt. For many of our agricultural workers, borrowing is not a luxury. It is part of sustaining their livelihood. Nangungutang sila para makapagtanim, makabili ng farm inputs at kagamitan at maipagpatuloy ang kanilang kabuhayan. But when calamities strike, harvest fail, production cost rise, or market conditions worsen, farmers and fisherfolks may struggle to meet their loans obligation. Over time, accumulated interest, penalties, and surcharges can make repayment even more difficult, leaving many borrowers unable to recover financially. A farmer who cannot settle an old obligation may no longer be able to borrow for the next planting season. A fisherfolk who loses access to financing may not be able to replace equipment or sustain the next fishing cycle. Madam Speaker, this is the cycle that the House Bill 10750 seeks to break. The measure provides for the condonation and write-off of qualified unpaid interest, penalties, and surcharges, as well as the restructuring of eligible loans obtained by farmers, fisherfolks, agrarian reform beneficiaries, and their cooperatives, organizations, and associations from the concerned government agencies and credit institutions. Madam Speaker, this measure also firmly anchored in our constitutional commitment to our agricultural sector. Article 13, Section 5 of the 1987 Constitution recognizes the right of farmers, farm workers, fisherfolks, cooperatives, and other independent farmers organizations, and directs the state to provide agriculture with adequate financial, production, marketing, and other support services. House Bill number 10750 gives concrete meaning to that mandate. Kapag tinulungan natin pakabangon ang isang magsasaka, mangingisda o agrarian reform beneficiaries, hindi lamang isang borrower ang ating tinutulungan. Pamilya, komunidad at kabuhayan ang ating tinutulungan. Our farmers and fisherfolks continue to feed this nation despite of the storms, droughts, rising costs, and uncertain market. Kung sila ang patuloy na nagpapakain sa ating bayan, dapat lang na kapag sila naman ang nangangailangan, may pagkakataon silang makabangon. This measure is not about encouraging independence. It is about giving deserving borrowers a second chance to become productive and credit-worthy once again. Madam Speaker, let us give our farmers, fisherfolks, agrarian reform beneficiaries, and their organizations not merely relief from the debts of yesterday, but a real opportunity for tomorrow. I therefore respectfully urge this honorable House to support and approve House Bill number 10750. Maraming salamat, Madam Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the said measures, I move to close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of sponsorship and debate is closed.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. This motion is approved. The period of amendments is open. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move to close the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to vote on second reading, House Bill number 10750, as contained in Committee Report number 580.
There is a motion to vote on second reading, House Bill number 10750. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 10750 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider Committee Report Number 578, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill?
There is a motion to consider Committee Report Number 578. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of said committee report.
Committee Report Number 578, PS 177, 181, 182, and 189, and HRs 708 and 713 regarding the inquiry in aid of legislation into the issues surrounding the capsizing of MV Tricia Kirstine 3 off the coast of the province of Basilan on January 26, 2026.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adopt findings and recommendations as contained in Committee Report Number 578. So moved, Madam Speaker.
There is a motion to consider and adopt the findings and recommendations as contained in Committee Report Number 578. All those in favor say aye. All those against say nay. The ayes have it. Committee Report 578 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, move to suspend.
Session is
Consent.
suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider bills under calendar of business for Thursday and Friday. Madam Speaker, pursuant to our rules, I move for the omnibus consideration of the following local bills. House Bill number 10632 under Committee Report number 574. House Bill number 10633 under Committee Report number 575. House Bill 10769 under Committee Report number 582. House Bill number 10773 under Committee Report number 583. House Bill number 10776 under Committee Report number 584. House Bill number 10777 under Committee Report number 585. House Bill number 10812 under Committee Report number 586. And for this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bills.
There is a motion for the omnibus consideration of the aforementioned House bills. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of said House bills.
House Bill number 10632, an act declaring December 7 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Virac, province of Catanduanes. House Bill number 10633, an act declaring the last Friday of May of every year a special non-working holiday in the province of Catanduanes in celebration of the Baca Festival. House Bill number 10769, an act declaring December 4 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Bintar, province of Ilocos Norte, in commemoration of its founding anniversary and the annual Siwawer Festival. House Bill number 10773, an act declaring November 12 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Talacogon, province of Agusan del Sur, in commemoration of its founding anniversary and Pangado Festival. House Bill number 10776, an act declaring October 24 of every year a special working holiday in the municipality of Angat, province of Bulacan, in commemoration of its founding anniversary to be known as Araw ng Angat. House Bill number 10777, an act declaring May 21 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Balingasag, province of Misamis Oriental. House Bill number 10812, an act declaring October 19 of every year a special working holiday in the municipality of Polangi, province of Albay, as Pedro Sabido Day.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate and that the respective explanatory notes be considered as sponsorship of the said measures.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of sponsorship and debate is open, and the respective explanatory notes are considered as the sponsorship speeches of said measures. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the said measures, I move to close the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of sponsorship and debate is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of amendments and approve the committee amendments, if any, as contained in the respective committee reports of the aforementioned bills.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of amendments is open, and the committee amendments contained in the respective committee reports are hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move to close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The period of amendments is hereby closed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to vote on second reading the following House bills. House Bill number 10632 under Committee Report number 574. House Bill number 10633 under Committee Report number 575. House Bill number 10769 under Committee Report number 582. House Bill number 10773 under Committee Report number 583. House Bill number 10776 under Committee Report number 584. House Bill number 1077 under Committee Report number 585, and House Bill 10812 under Committee Report number 586.
There is a motion to approve on second reading the following bills. House Bill number 10632 under Committee Report 574. House Bill number 10633 under Committee Report 575. House Bill number 10767, 10769 under Committee Report 582. House Bill number 10773 under Committee Report 583. House Bill number 10776 under Committee Report 584. House Bill number 10777 under Committee Report 585, and House Bill number 10812 under Committee Report 586. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against say nay. The ayes have it. The aforementioned House bills are approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
I move to suspend session.
Session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, in accordance with our rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move to refer the following House resolutions to the appropriate committees. House Resolution number 1338 to the Committee on Health. House Resolution 1342, Committee on Public Works and Highways. House Resolution 1345, Committee on Indigenous Cultural Communities and Indigenous Peoples. So move, Madam Chair.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The aforementioned House resolutions are referred to the respective committees. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, pursuant to our rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move to refer the following speeches to the appropriate committees. The speech of Representative Mendoza to the Committee on Labor and Employment. The privileged speech of Representative Aquino Magsaysay to the Committee on Health. The speech of Representative Legaspi, Committee on Basic Education and Culture. The speech of Representative Jokno, Committee on Youth and Sports Development. The speech of Representative Teves, Committee on Ecology. The speech of Representative Ko, Committee on Youth and Sports Development. So move, Madam Chair.
Is there any objection? The motion is approved. The aforementioned House speeches are referred to the respective committees. Majority Leader.
I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session
Madam
is
Speaker.
suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, may we request to acknowledge the guests of Honorable J.J. Romualdo. They are the officers and staff of the Department of Information and Communications Technology of Region 10. They are ARD Engineer Michael Andrew Buot, Provincial Officer Engineer Kenneth Asuncion, Provincial Officer Nedeliza Fe Nasilia, Provincial Officer Engineer Hope Shalom Labadan, Provincial Officer Engineer Oweda B. Smith, and Provincial Officer Engineer James Kevin Sagokso. Madam Chair.
On behalf of the House of Representatives, we'll welcome the DICT family from Region 10. Thank you for visiting the House. Majority Leader,
Hope to suspend, Madam Chair.
session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move for the change of referral of the following measures. House Bill number 10712 from the Committee on Ways and Means to the Committees on Ways and Means and Health.
Is
House-
there, sorry.
for House Resolution number 1150 from the Committee on Public Order and Safety to the Committees on Basic Education and Culture and Public Order and Safety.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The aforementioned House bills are referred to the mentioned committees. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, on July 29, 2026, we adopted House Resolution number 1190, commending and congratulating Ms. Alexandra Alex Maniego Ayala for her historic breakthrough as the first Filipino to advance to the round of 16 in the Grand Slam singles tournament at the 2026 Wimbledon Championships. I move for the consolidation of a similar measure, House Resolution number 1346, with House Resolution number 1190.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The consolidation of a similar measure of House Resolution number 1346 with House Resolution number 1190 is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, on August 4, 2026, we adopted House Resolution number 1286, commending and congratulating Alexandra Alex Maniego Ayala for her historic victory at the 2026 Women's Tennis Association WTA Mubadala DC Open, becoming the first Filipino to win a WTA tour-level singles title. I move for the consolidation of similar measures, House Resolution numbers 1356, 1357, 1358, 1360, and 1364, with House Resolution number 1286.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The aforementioned House resolutions are hereby consolidated with House Resolution number 1286. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to include additional co-authors to House Bill numbers 10208, 10744, 10750, and 10768 as contained in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The inclusion of additional co-authors to the aforementioned measures is duly noted. Majority Leader.
Move to suspend, Madam Speaker.
Session is suspended. Session is resumed. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to take up additional reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as other communications and reports for referral to the appropriate committee.
Additional reference of business. Bills on first reading. House Bill number 10857, granting postpartum depression leave to qualified female workers and support leave to their qualified partners, by Representative Lazatin.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill number 10858, an act appropriating funds for the operation of the government of the Republic of the Philippines from January 1 to December 31, 2027, by Representatives Swansing Micaela Angela, D. Faustino, Marcos, Garcia Albert, Puentebella, Angara, Bondoc, Garcia Maria Angela, Tan Keith Micah, Hernandez Ferdinand, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Nava, Lagdamea Monique Yasmin Maria, Ongchuan Momo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Alvarez Jose Alvarez Mercedes, Rodriguez Rufus, Teodoro Tan Joseph Amante, Owano Dizon, Hernandez Cherise Ann, Cagas, Dimaporo Imelda, Barbers, Gonzales Alexandria, Pancho, D. Ian Paul, Celeste, Teves, Vargas Alfonso, Cuwa, Escudero, Sagarberia, Ordanes, Po, Adyong, Arrogancia, Go, Briones, Espina, Cari, Garcia Dante, Pamela Sancho Fernando, Baronda, Matugas, Taliado, Lopez, Daza, Javier, Yap, John Gisnel, Aquino, Labad-Labad, Almario Dennis, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison Munir, Ataide, Barba, Bascug, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez, Javier Miguel, Calderon, Caiton, Chuatay, Copilar, Cruz Ricardo, Dalog, Enverga, Espares, Ferrer Antonio, Horibata, EY, Lacson, Nagdameo, Si Manuel, Gloria, Lumayag, Oreta, Plaza, Roque, Santos, Mark Anthony, Singson, Richel, Tereng, Tulfo, Ralph Wendell, Valeriano, Yatco, Inares, Gomez Albano, Arena, Somentado, Sinisa, Cruz, Agatha, Plato, Roman, Romualdo, Tutor, Uy, De Carlo, Uy, Roberto, Rehencia, Macapagal Arroyo, Yu, Joseph Kim, Panotes, Bernos JB, Biolago, Co Antonio, Gonzales Roy, Legacion, Tuwan, Tupas, Dimaporo, City Amina, Recto, Lagon Daphne, Tanchay, Bolivia, and Yap Arthur.
To the Committee on Appropriation.
House Bill number 10859, establishing a passport service satellite office of the DFA in Marawi, Lanao del Sur, by Representative Adyong.
To the Committee on Foreign Affairs.
House Bill number 10860, amending certain provisions of the Marawi Siege Victims Compensation Act of 2022, by Representative Adyong.
To the Committee on Disaster Resilience.
House Bill number 10861, strengthening the safe storage and custody of firearms, establishing gun-free school zones, imposing command responsibility over government-issued firearms, by Representative Lagbas.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10862, removing systems loss as a separate component of electricity bills, by Representative Almario Chino Miguel.
To the Committee on Energy.
House Bill number 10863, excluding system loss charges from value-added tax on electricity, by Representative Almario Chino Miguel.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 10864, institutionalizing a comprehensive school safety framework, by Representative Yamsuwan.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill number 10865, establishing the agriculture information system in all cities and municipalities, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 10866, strengthening the enforcement of mandatory segregation at source of solid waste at the barangay level, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Ecology.
House Bill number 10867, mandating the disclosure of food allergens in products offered by food establishments, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10868, providing for compensation for stay-at-home spouses and homemakers, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Women and Gender Equality.
House Bill number 10869, providing menstrual health privilege to employees in the public and private sectors, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation and the Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill number 10870, prescribing an active monitoring and urgent response mechanism by the government to prevent the killing, rape, and other abuses committed against OFWs, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Overseas Workers Affairs.
House Bill number 10871, mandating the establishment and integration of solar-powered cold chain facilities in the Philippine fisheries sector by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources.
House Bill number 10872, mandating the use and utilization of solar energy in national hospitals, LGU hospitals, state and university hospitals, and other government-owned and controlled hospitals by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10873, prohibiting discrimination of teachers who are unwed mothers, single parents, and/or members of LGBT community by Representative De Los Santos.
The Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 10874, providing for free annual medical checkup for all Filipinos by Representative Almario Chino Miguel.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10875, promoting the installation of behind-the-meter electricity generation and energy storage systems by Representative Almario Chino Miguel.
To the Committee on Energy.
House Bill number 10876, granting the Northern Samar Electric Cooperative a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain distribution systems for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in certain municipalities in Northern Samar. Representatives Ong Chuan, Libanan, Dagoc, and De Jesus.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill number 10877, increasing the income tax exemption ceiling for individual taxpayers to 360,000 pesos annually. Representative Emano.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 10878, increasing compensation of social workers in government service. Representative Nisay.
The Committee on Social Services.
House Bill number 10879, granting lifetime validity of identification cards for persons with permanent disability and rationalizing the validity period for temporary disability identification cards. Representative Nisay.
To the Special Committee on Persons with Disabilities.
House Bill number 10880, institutionalizing the provision of financial assistance, social pension, and financial protection for Filipino OFPWDs. Representative Nisay.
To the Special Committee on Persons with Disabilities.
House Bill number 10881, converting the University of Southeastern Philippines Mabini External Campus in Mabini into the University of Southern Philippines USEP Mabini Campus. Representative Senisa.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 10882, strengthening the justice, protection, and support system for victims and survivors of violence against women and their children. Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Women and Gender Equality.
House Bill number 10883, establishing a national maternal mental health program. Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10884, establishing mobile reproductive health clinics for underserved and geographically isolated communities, providing access to essential women's health services. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10885, mandating a smoke-free and vape-free environment in all public and workplaces. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
The Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10886, granting a one-time general tax amnesty on interest, surcharges, compromise penalties, and other additions to the tax with respect to unpaid or underpaid national internal revenue taxes for taxable year 2025 and prior years upon payment of the basic tax due. By Representative Cruz Agata.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 10887, protecting borrowers from unfair, deceptive, abusive, and predatory online lending practices. By Representative Cruz Agata.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
House Bill number 10888, establishing a unified criminal records clearance system. By Representative Cruz Agata.
The Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10889, institutionalizing an integrated service network for government transactions related to employment, streamlining access thereto for job seekers. By Representative Cruz Agata.
To the Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill number 10890, institutionalizing and strengthening the National Urban and Peri-Urban Agriculture Program, promoting vertical farming and other space-efficient and climate-resilient food production systems. Representative Cruz Agata.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 10891, establishing a PRC Offsite Service Center in Giginto, Bulacan. By Representative Cruz Agata.
To the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation.
House Bill number 10892, institutionalizing government support for gifted and talented students. By Representative Ako.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture and Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 10893, increasing the recruitment quota requirement of female PNP officers. By Representative Ako.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10894, providing comprehensive maternal health care, including immunization for pregnant women, by Representative Ako.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10895, strengthening the institutional framework for animal protection, by Representative Ako.
To the Committee of Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 10897, ordaining the promotion of social enterprises to alleviate poverty, establishing for the purpose the Poverty Reduction through Social Entrepreneurship Program, and providing support, benefits, and appropriations therefore, by Representative Colliantes.
To the Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development.
House Bill number 10898, further promoting entrepreneurship by strengthening, empowering, and enhancing the financing and other support programs for micro, small, and medium enterprises, by Representative Colliantes.
The Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development.
House Bill number 10899, promoting entrepreneurship by establishing a sustainable financing program for micro and small enterprises through the Pondo sa Pagbabago at Pag-asenso program, by Representative Colliantes.
To the Committee on Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development.
House Bill number 10900, naming the Buray-Taft Road, traversing Paranas, Samar, and Taft Eastern Samar as the Governor Juan Jose National Highway, by Representatives Libanan, Gonzales Christopher Sheen, Tan Stephen James, and Tan Reynolds Michael.
To the Committee on Public Works and Highways.
House Bill number 10901, ensuring the effective exercise of the right to vote and to be elected to public office of members of vulnerable sectors, institutionalizing the Vulnerable Sectors Office, by Representative Abalos.
To the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reform.
House Bill number 10902, granting the Antique Electric Cooperative, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain distribution systems for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in Anini, Barbaza, Belison, Bongasong, Kaluya, Kulasi, Hamtik, Luaan, Patnonogon, San Jose, San Remigio, Sebase, Sibalom, Tibiao, Tobias Fournier, and Valderrama in Antique, by Representatives Legarda, Dagook, and De Jesus.
The Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill number 10903, strengthening the One Town, One Product Philippines program, by Representative Chuatay.
To the Committee on Trade and Industry.
House Bill number 10904, mandating the Bureau of Corrections to establish a pre-release education, upskilling, employment, and higher education preparatory program for persons deprived of liberty, by Representative Chuatay.
To the Committee on Justice.
House Bill number 10905, amending the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, by Representative Chuatay.
To the Committee on Information and Communications Technology.
House Bill number 10906, strengthening bioprotection against non-exchangeable defective goods, by Representative Chuatay.
To the Committee on Trade and Industry.
House Bill number 10907, increasing the retirement age for uniformed personnel of the PNP from 56 years old to 57 years old, by Representative
To
Chuatay.
the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10908, amending the Social Amelioration Program in the Sugar Industry Act, by Representative Yulo.
The Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 10909, penalizing false threats of mass violence, providing for the rapid removal and tracing of such threats, establishing school threat assessment teams, and ensuring the continuity of classes, by Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10910, expanding access to genuine, safe, and affordable medicines in every community by recognizing and regulating telepharmacy as a mode of pharmaceutical supervision, by Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10911, establishing mandatory service delivery standards for the processing and release of housing loans by the Home Development Mutual Fund, decentralizing housing loan approval and disbursement authority, by Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Housing and Urban Development.
House Bill number 10912, establishing the National Child Support System, creating the Child Support Bureau under the DSWD, by Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Welfare of Children.
House Bill number 10913, strengthening the safekeeping, custody, and accountability of firearms, establishing verified secured storage, rapid reporting of lost or stolen firearms, and custodial liability for negligent storage, by Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10914, establishing a framework for farmer income diversification through agrivoltaic systems and farm tourism enterprises, by Representative Catulpos.
The Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill number 10915, establishing national standards for emergency communications and dispatch services, giving statutory permanence to the Emergency 911 framework, creating the National Emergency Communications Authority, instituting mandatory dispatcher certification and quality assurance, requiring resilient and interoperable infrastructure and rural coverage, setting data privacy and call records rules, providing workforce supports, mandating independently audited public performance reporting. By Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill number 10916, establishing the National Electronic Prescription System, granting electronic prescriptions permanent legal effect equal to written prescriptions, and mandating their acceptance in all licensed pharmacies, establishing prescription verification and dispensing records to prevent fraud and double dispensing, integrating public health benefit programs, protecting patient privacy, choice, and access. By Representative Catulpos.
The Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10917, institutionalizing accessible child minding and community child care services for solo parents, particularly those engaged in informal and platform-based work, providing transition assistance upon the loss of a spouse or co-parent. Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Welfare of Children.
House Bill number 10918, granting an income tax credit for PhilHealth premium contributions personally paid by medical doctors in active practice in the Philippines. By Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10919, establishing the Fisherfolk Livelihood Continuity Fund. By Representative Catulpos.
The Committee on Aquaculture and Fisheries Resources.
House Bill number 10920, establishing design, transparency, and review standards for tax incentives granted by the state, instituting a public tax incentive registry and scoreboard. By Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill number 10921, establishing the Regional Polytechnic Institute system, creating a Regional Polytechnic Institute in every region under the TESDA. By Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill number 10922, modernizing the Food and Drug Administration by imposing enforceable processing timelines with automatic approval for low-risk applications. By Representative Catulpos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill number 10924, fixing the term of office of barangay officials and members of the Sangguniang Kabataan to 5 years. By Representatives Benitez, Javier Miguel, Agarao, Agyao, Alano, Albano, Amante, Angeles, Chan Jr., Chuatay, Cruz, Agata, Dimagila, Dimabor, Imelda, Garcia Albert, Garcia Maria Angela, Go Ed Christopher, Gomez Gonzalez Roy, Hernandez Charisan, Hernandez Ramil, Lazatin, Lumayag, Magudandatu, Matibag, Matugas, Mercado, Nolasco, Ongchuan, Pimentel, Salvador, Tariela, Uy, Roberto, Vargas Alfonso, Vargas, Vergara, Villa, and Biolago.
To the Committee on Local Government.
Committee reports. Committee report numbers 591 and 592, submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill numbers 10971 and 5817 respectively.
The Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to adjourn session until Tuesday, September 1, 2026 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Session is adjourned until September 1, 2026 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So hindi na ako babalik next